my job for the next couple of months. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. I don't know. But I went ahead and started taking off some of the components, like the brackets up here, up front. And I started laying everything on the ground. I was like, wait a minute, I'm doing exactly what I told myself not to do. So I went ahead and I did start to put parts in bags so I don't, mix them up or whatever. But I would suggest doing that because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to learn as I go. Hopefully I don't screw it up. But to start this off, this is what I'm going to do. All right, for starters, this is my to-do list. I know you can't see this, but I'm going to read it off for you. We're going to remove the harness. Shouldn't be that bad. We're going to clean it, and that's going to involve the power washer, so I got to move that out. It's really nice out, and it'll be great. I got some degreaser I'm going to use. I'm going to check the spark plugs with my camera. I have a little camera you hook to the phone, and then you can stick it down there and check inside to see if, I mean, it's going to be kind of redundant because I'm going to pull the heads and you'd be able to see it anyways. But anyways, I'm going to use it because I have the camera, because I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil, get that out of there. And any fluids like radiator fluid that's still in the block. And then we're going to remove the heads. I don't think that will hurt it. And I will bag everything, I promise. And that's all I'm going to do for this, only because I don't want to go any further than that. But let's get started. Wiring harness, and it's attached to the air intake because I have to unhook it from the injectors. But I wanted to point out, just let you know how I got it out of the junkyard if I hadn't said it. I don't remember. But these straps are actually seat belts. I saw it when I was watching, I think he's called it a driveway engineer. He frequents junkyards for gems, I'll call them, because he has found some nice gems. He found a 6.0 LQ4 or something like that, and he's going to put it in his wife's vehicle. He's really knowledgeable. He's got a small space to work in. I don't think I would have done anything at his house because it's just so small. But anyways, I saw him use this and it works. They do break though. I went through like 4. I wasn't sure how many to use, but these still are attached to the exhaust heads right there. You just tie them around there and go around to the other side and tie it. Here's the other ones I used. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. And I am going to remove the air cleaner, the air intake from the wiring harness, because I'm going to put it back on here because I plan to, power spray this thing off. I don't want water getting down in the cylinders or the ports. Anyways, more to follow. Well, here it is outside. I think you get a better view. I just sprayed it down with degreaser. I'm going to spray it off in a second, but so far it doesn't look that bad. I forgot to take the coil packs off. They're over there on the ground. All right, back to it. All right, there it is. I'm done spraying it. It looks better. I mean, that's a buttload of grease on there. Yeah, brings up a lot of questions, but looks good. This is good enough. I still got to take off the air intake and clean under there, but I'm going to take that in the garage and do that and get more of this junk off. I pulled the exhaust heads off. As you can see, that one is broke, and that was broke prior to me getting the engine, and that one right there is broke, which shouldn't be that bad. Get off. And that one over here, and that one over there. So I'm going to learn a new skill. It's how to remove broken bolts out of your heads. Before I took the head off, I went ahead and took off the valve cover. And before I took the head off, and it looks pretty good. I mean, for 315,000 miles, it's not that bad. I have no idea what those numbers mean. But we'll get into it. All right, moving on. The plate I'm pointing at is underneath the air intake, and there's two sensors on either side. I don't know what they do, but to get them off, you have to get some needle nose or something and just squeeze the sides, and these two tabs will pop out, and then you'll pull right out of there. Because if you don't, you'll end up with that broken, like I did on the first one, and then I scared myself on the second one. But just a note. All right, taking off the heads, the bolts. You got right here is 10 millimeter all the way across, and underneath you got 15 millimeter. Then you got to take the rockers off the rail. So the last one I saved, what I'm doing, I don't think I'm going to reuse these things. I don't know, but I'm going to keep them, you know, relatively in order. So what I'm doing is taking it off and then pushing it in, putting the rods, slide right out. There we go. They're in order. And it's the left side, so from here back. And then we're just going to take this off. This is a rail. Attach that. But now we can get to these bolts, which are 15s. And so let's pull those off. All right, the head is off, the right one. Yeah, the right one. I don't know if this looks good or bad. That's a lot of carbon, but I don't know. Here's the bolts. Like I said, these are 15 millimeter. All right, here's the cylinder heads. You know, 315,000 miles, got a lot of carbon on it. They are flat cylinder heads, so it's kind of throwing me off. It just drained the oil. You know, the oil didn't look that bad. I mean, it's dark there, but it really didn't look that bad. More cylinders. There was a little bit of water in there, but it pretty much was from when I sprayed it off. It was just fresh. It wasn't sitting in there for a while. The walls are pretty smooth. I don't know what I'm doing on this. I'm just going through the motions. Anyways, going back to the cylinder heads, you know, I was in full-blown pity party, and I invited myself because the cylinder heads were flat, and I was like, oh my God, these are the 4.8s. But, all right, just to clarify something, because I thought I had after I pulled the heads off, I looked at the cylinders and they're flat. I'm like, oh man, I got a 4.8. You got to be kidding me. But because at the junkyard, I checked the VIN like 3 different times, and doggone it, it said 5.3 on there. So the eighth digit of the VIN, I looked at it and it's a Z. So actually I have the L59 5.3 liter. So I do have the 5300 Vortex, which is great. You know, I was feeling a little pissed a minute ago. But anyways, so I do have what I want, a 5.3. It is a flathead. I don't know why. But I'm probably going to change those out. So for now, that's it. And I'll see you next time and see what we're going to do next. I'm not sure.